Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The shit will hit the fan in Transnistria. There is a little strip of land between the Romanians in Moldova and the Ukrainians in Ukraine. I will show you a map and I will share with you this article. And if you're familiar with whatever was reported to occur today on the 28th of February 2024, then you will understand that shit is going to hit the fan. A few days ago, there was a opposition leader who said that I think he was in Moldova, in Transnistria, who claims that there will be on the 28th is going to be a little gathering by the elected officials in Transnistria, and they will request Russia to annex Transnistria. And then it was the Ukrainians who claimed, no, the intelligence services. They said, no, that's just a rumor. We don't, no, it's just a rumor. It's not true. Well, today is the 28th, and indeed, the officials in Transnistria, the elected officials, gathered and they came out with a little request for Russia. Well, what is that request? I will share with you and with the maps. So let's start with a article first, which is from Sputnik 1 hour ago. Transnistria seeks Russia's help in wake of economic blockade by Moldova. This is what the Transnistrians, the Russians in Transnistria, claim. Blockade from Moldova. Let me show you the map. And I'm going to start with this far away map so you can see where Ukraine is. Obviously, this right here, this is where the war occurs. Here is Romania, here is Moldova. So this little strip of land right here, this is Transnistria. And I will show you a different map. Let's see if I got it right. This is it. So this is the Red Riding Hood is Transnistria. This is Moldova, Ukraine, and Romania. The problem is these guys do not have access to the Black Sea. So that's a big problem, because in case Russians want to help them in any way, how are they going to help them? They can't come over here this way. They can't come over this way unless they take over that piece of land between, let's say, Tiraspol and Kherson, this one right here, which you have Odessa. The Russians also already said that Odessa is a Russian city, so that therefore it goes without saying that they will take it, or will try to. Mykolaiv, Odessa, and this was part of Romania, as this part of Moldova as well, and Bessarabia was taken and given to the Ukrainians by Stalin. So again, Romanian territory and put together Ukraine. All right, so this is Transnistria, just so you know. Let's read further this article. Now they show us obviously a civilized picture of Tiraspol, the capital of Transnistria. All right. Interesting. Let's move on. Predominantly Russian-speaking Transnistria, 60% of whose ethnic population are Russians and Ukrainians, declared its independence from Moldova during the collapse of the Soviet Union, kind of like Kosovo did. No, Transnistrian lawmakers have asked Russia for assistance. What kind of assistance do you think? Over mounting economic pressure from Moldova. So these guys, did I get it right? Not that, let's take out of this. All right. So these guys in here asked for some help from the Russians because of these guys right here. The legislators put forward a request to both the Federation Council and State Duma of Russia, urging them to implement measures to safeguard Transnistria. Like what? Especially in light of Moldova's growing pressure. This request is backed up by the fact that over 220,000 Russian citizens reside in Transnistria. So what are you gonna do? Remember, this is very vague. Implement measures to safeguard, a request, okay. Request for assistance, what kind of assistance? The bill's authors pointed to the unique and positive experience of Russia's peacekeeping work in the region and highlighted that Moscow has served as a mediator in negotiations. As of January 1st, 2024, Moldova launched a compulsory custom duty on goods imported to Transnistria. In reality, this amounts to multi-million-dollar losses for export-import companies operating in Transnistria, since they are required to pay a double tax, one to Transnistria and the other to the Moldovan budget. How can you help them? Well, obviously they will not allow any Russian planes to drop anything in Transnistria. Correct? Correct. Do you think any vessels will climb and go up from the Danube from the Black Sea up? No, they will not be allowed that either. So what do you think will be the only option? Probably the Russians will warn, then threaten, then start an offensive if they can, in order to go and take Odessa and move westward. This is just going to be a justification for that. Or maybe, I don't know, bomb Moldova. If you bomb Moldova, you're going to have the Western countries, even though Moldova is not part of the European Union, not a NATO member state, doesn't really matter, right? We'll see how we're going to draw the Romanians. Do you think the Romanians will do something? You know what they will do? They will they will start talking, and they will wait for the masters to tell them what to say and what to do. Because remember, we're independent over there. Yeah. So I think in Transnistria, things will get worse and worse. I think it's a fight not only coming from the Russians, I think it's a fight coming from the guys, from the organizers of Ukraine's war, which would want to see Transnistria solved or draw more troops, nations to spill their blood for their interest over there. Because, hey, Europeans versus Europeans, they don't care. Why? They're not Europeans, if you know what I mean. So, my friends, we'll wait for a decision. They already know, the Western guys, it's wrong to say that. The guys in the West, because it's the guys in the West, the Europeans, who are shackled by the real guys. And the real guys are telling these imbeciles what to do, and these guys do it because each country has its own traitors, including United States of America. Don't worry. All right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.